Cut with keen-edged sword. This is getting spicy. What does that mean? What is happening? Oh, shh, stay close. I think it saw us. Now I'm playing as humans. Deployment happens before battle. Click your units, Rook and Alette, to deploy them within the blue spares. Click ready to start the battle. Yeah, I figured that out. Thank you. Excuse the fuck out of me. No, leave me alone. I don't know. What does this do? Oh my god, leave him alone! So many things. Was that a dredge, Alette says? Alette looks calm, but you can tell her heart is about to beat right out of her chest. How can you tell that? She looks calm. It was. Let me see. Are you hurt? No. I'll be fine. When the dredge attacks your cart and the yacht's bolted, it spilled most of your supplies. You can see more dark figures moving through trees when you glance that direction. All that food. That's the last we're going to get before winter. What do we do? Don't run. Let me think. Okay. Forget the supplies. Hurry to gather them. Do you think you can handle more of them? No, Dad. I mean, we're already lucky to be alive. I know, it's okay. Let's go back to Saga. Okay, supplies represent food and other goods used to keep everyone alive on the rip. When supplies are gone, people will start to die of starvation. The more people are in the caravan, the faster supplies will diminish. You can see how many days of supplies you have left on the travel display at the top of the screen. Most towns will have supplies to sell as well as a few items. Oh, there I am. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do do do. Do do. God, this game is so pretty.
I never expected to see the dredge with my own eyes. What happened in the north? Already we see more between the trees as we approach our home, and Alette grips my hand tight. We must find Ivor.
Ivor. The enormous varl in question towers over the men in the training field. He squints as you approach. Already back, this guy is gorgeous too. Why is every giant in this game just beautiful? Goodness gracious. Already back, Huntmaster? Thought you'd be tomorrow. Dredge. Everywhere. Dredge? How did they get through Greyhorn? Must have broken through the fort. The fighters nearby have stopped sparring. They gather around you. Damn it. They'll be here soon if they're not already. You hear screams. From the outskirts, people are running toward the Great Hall. Ivor turns to one of the older boys in his group of fighters. Egile, take Alette to the Great Hall. Tell the chieftain what's happening. The rest of you gather up as many people as you can. Come on, Alette. No, wait. I want to help. Go with Egile, Alette. Let them fight. I don't... Well, we'll just let them fight. Why not invite some goats to join us too? You're asking for dead kids. I won't let anything happen to her. They'll have to deal with it sooner or later, Ivor. What now? Fuh, Egile, keep your shield up. We just hold them off until everyone's inside. Then we figure out what to do next. More shouts draw your attention to some houses atop a nearby hill. Oh. Sure enough, Dredge are gathering in numbers. Fear threatens to bubble over into panic. How long do we need to keep this, you ask? Ivor shakes his head unknowingly. That's a bad sign. Turn order. Units move in the order you place them, from left to right. This initiative order is very important when setting up strategies. For example, put archers after melee units so that they can stay safe behind your heavy hitters. Drag the unit icons to rearrange their turn order. So I want Ivor first. What's this? Oh. No, stay back, dude. That animation, though. What does this do? Knock the target back through multiple tiles, doing armor damage break. Goodbye, Felicia. Oh. No. What does Stonewall do? Blocks damage to strength and armor for 1. Oops. Oh god. He's gonna die. You have to get out of there. That's fine. No! He's gonna die. Oh man. Oh god, he's gonna go down. Can I restart this? Excuse me. Oh god. He's dead. Oh god. Phew. Deflected. might go down. Oops. Oh god. No! Oh god, he's probably gonna win. I was close. Combat can be unforgiving. Don't hesitate to change the difficulty of battle if it leaves you frustrated or you find yourself needing a tougher challenge. Use the option menu to change difficulty. Don't worry, you can change the difficulty at any time, and it has no effect on the story or the choices you make. I didn't even know you could do that. Your body aches from the thrashing, but you're left breathing. When you glance up, you see a dredge looming over Alette, weapon raised. Your heart nearly stops. Suddenly, Eagle is between the dredge and Alette, his shield above him. The blackstone mace falls, Eagle's shield crumples, and so does the boy beneath it. A moment later, Eivor is there, his sword run through the neck of the dredge. Dead, says Eivor, looking over Eagle's shattered skull. As you reach the great hall, Alette gasps, handing over her mouth. I'm going to make sure nobody else is still out here, says Eivor. See if you can find anyone, and then meet me at the great hall. Okay. Items shown at the bottom of the roster. Drag items onto your units to equip them. Okay, I already did that. What does the plus mean? Oh, he's got stuff. I don't know what this means. What does this chain stat mean? Let's increase this. You find anyone? A few. Sent them inside. Gods, this is bad. About Gil. It was my fault. He was a good fighter for his age. No family, I thought. I've forgotten what it's like facing Dredge. I'm out of practice, Rook. Look, as long as I've known you, you've always wormed your way out of talking about Dredge. This would be the time to start talking. I can tell you they rarely stop for rest. The sooner we leave, the better. They'll follow us until we're tripping over tired women and children. Then they'll attack. Even after we're wiped out, they'll keep coming, trampling corpses in their wake. There's no end to them. How did anyone survive the Great Wars? Ask the Menders. I wasn't there. But I know you fought your fair share. Yeah, I've killed enough slag for one lifetime. That's why you're going to save us now. Don't lay that on me. Come on, let's get inside. Rook, thank the gods you made it. The Great Hall is an utter din. Is an utter din? Dine? Filled as it is with dozens of terrified families. Don't stop worrying yet. I haven't. When the depths is going on, Drudge milling around, ransacking houses, the chieftain's wife finds you, pushing through the crowd. Oddleaf, she is stunning. Wow. They must know we're here. Why haven't they attacked? Don't know. I wouldn't expect it to last. I've made some decisions, but tell me straight, what would you both do in my place? I'd have left by now. They're already outside the doors. Not so easily done, Rook. I trust Ivor. It's not a decision I care to make. I think we can hold out. So Ivor wants to leave. Do I cop out and not make a decision? Just say we can hold out. Yeah, we should probably leave. The chieftain sighs a deep and heavy breath, slumping. He looks years older. I imagine us fighting back and saving the town, but nonsense. Ivor's right, of course. We can't just wait to be slaughtered. Where do we go, if Dredge are coming down from the north? Frostvellir to the west. It's close and it has walls. And tend to be free of Skoger in one push. Nobody left behind. I wouldn't. If they follow us, we're done. What do you suggest? Let me create a distraction, then go. I'll catch up on the road to Frostvellir. This sounds like suicide. Ivor's right. I'll help with the distraction. What if we set the town on fire as we left? Do we abandon the storehouse? Wild options. What if we set the town on fire? Hello, elfish stream. No, that kind of sounds like suicide. I don't want to do that. Half the town is going to die like this. That's why I want you to lead, Ivor. I know you can get us out of here. I'll do what I can. Then I'm coming with you, Oddleaf. That catches you by surprise. The chieftain rubs his chin, but doesn't argue. From the training she's given Alette, you've no doubt she can handle a bow. Fine, I'll get the townspeople ready. When you're ready, we'll make our move. You step into the town courtyard, where you can already see Dredge in every direction. Go, utters Ivor, and you stand guard as townspeople begin filing out of the hall. The Dredge do not descend upon you, though some watch curiously. Suddenly you hear a shriek from further up the caravan. A grunt has thrown himself upon a cart of chickens, tearing at it with bare hands. Men draw axes, and the Dredge respond in kind. Run, roars Ivor. Terror seeps over the caravan like a pox. You suddenly find yourself surrounded by black figures and panicked townspeople in equal measure. Rook, get ready, Ivor shouts. I have inadvertently created... I have a battle. kind of arrows? Ooh, that's like if you expect them to move in a direction. Excuse me. God, leave her alone. Bye, Ludame. Thank you so much for stopping in. You have a good night also. Ugh. %, chance. Let's do it. Oh. Actually won that one. In the chaos that follows, you notice out the corner of your eye some of the town guards struggling desperately with Dredge and what might be the chieftain amongst them. This is called the Banner Saga, Elfish. To your left, Ivor is laying into a large colossus. Behind him, an elderly man scrambles to his feet. Past that, it's clear that most of the townspeople are scattering. If nobody steps in, they could be picked off one by one. Keep everyone together. Got it, you shout, barking orders as you pass people. The guards will have to fend for themselves, or there won't be anyone left to protect. Miraculously, you find yourselves clear of the fighting. Ivor emerges from the trees, bloodied but breathing. You swear you almost see a grin on his face. Odleif is not so lucky. She struggles to bear the body of the chieftain in her arms, her face blank. No guards join her. You gather her to the caravan and cover the body with a cloth. The chieftain's death hits you like a punch to the gut. Only at Ivor's instance does the caravan continue on to Frostbeller. Alette's hand clasps tightly around your own. Aww. So sad. Pausing to catch your breath, you glance backward to see the caravan stretching out past the point of safety. They are spaced out so far you're unable to see those bringing up the rear. We've got to pull them together, says Ivor. It'd be dangerous to stop until at least the Godstone. The path should be just ahead. Call an early stop for the day, slow the pace so everyone can catch up, keep a steady pace, rally the caravan with a speech. Give the others a chance to find us. You tell those around you at the front. You beckon the stragglers to pick up their feet, eventually bringing the caravan back together. However, many curse the slower pace and the lost time. So pretty. Far enough for today, I think. After a day of misery, men and women drop their meager possessions beneath the godstone of Hridvaldir. What are we doing? We just left our homes because suddenly there was Dredge. Probably shouldn't be looking to me for advice. Look at these people. Somebody has to hold them together. That's you, Rook. That is a lot of... Is it on Game Pass? No, I actually bought the Banner Saga trilogy for like... I think it was like $10 during this Steam sale. I'm not sure if it's on Game Pass. You could probably look it up. But Steam does those like biannual sales, I guess is the right word. And I got it, the 3 of them, for pretty cheap. It's an older game. I recommend it so far. It's gorgeous, and combat's a little weird, but I think I could get used to it. Alright. Oh, and you get to choose your responses to people, and so you can kind of like weave the story a little bit. So you do have some autonomy over what happens, which is kind of cool. How am I supposed to do that? Lie? Tell them everything's going to be alright? Gods, Rook, I don't know. Pretend you know what you're doing. That's what the rest of us do. Wow. Dropping it like it's hot right now. Thanks for the advice. Then do whatever you want. Let them fend for themselves if you can live with it. You humans are absurd, Rook. Furious when you're not in control, terrified when you are. Pull it together. That was kind of rude. I'm worried about Alette mostly. You're right. What if you run into more Dredge? I mean, all 3 are options. But I'm kind of curious if we run into more Dredge. You mean when? I'll be honest with you, these men can't take on Dredge by themselves. I expect we'll lose 2 for every slag we take down. So we run? Only if you want to lose women and children. We're going to have to fight, and there are going to be deaths. Gods be damned. Why is this happening? Think of how I feel. I'm stuck nursing a bunch of weaklings. You too care. I can tell. Feh. Men are a plague on the world, worse than any Dredge, as far as I can tell. Chats like this are why we get along so well, Ivor. What a conversation. You sleep poorly, the sun forever stuck to an eternally bright sky. Before the others rise, you find yourself staring over long, low hills covered in pine. The Godstone looms overhead, the massive eyes of Hridvaldir, looking for some direction, looking the same direction as you. Inspect it. The weathered stone doesn't see many visitors, not many reason to travel so far east. When hunters come through, they sometimes stop to give offerings, out of habit more than anything else now that the gods are dead. Rid-Valder was the god of hunters and of wild beasts, occasionally seen roaming the land as both a man and wolf. He was always depicted in effigy with his terrible spear. You wonder what he'd think about his woods being full of dredge now. A young girl from the caravan approaches you. I made this for you, she says, handing you a crude necklace carved from a branch she must have found nearby. Thank you for saving my mamma, she says, before running back to her tent. Well, that was very nice of her. Back at your tent, you rouse Alette, who clings to your arm until she's completely awake. Bad dreams. Eventually, the camp is broken down, and it's time to move on to Frostfeller. It feels like an end more than a start. Oh my goodness. How do I rest? The caravan halts when a group of men appear on the trail, weapons at their feet. We've seen the dredge in your wake, says one. We don't wish to meet them alone. If you'll let us join, we'll show you a watering hole with enough animals to fill those supply wagons. An inherent fear of strangers raises mutters from the caravan. Allow the men to join you. What are you doing out here alone? Refuse the men and make sure they don't follow. Well, I feel like refusing them is not great, but they might be bandits. So I could ask them what they're doing out here alone. We were hunting here for food when the dredge found our village, says the man. When we returned, he looked away, unable to finish. Yeah, we gotta let them join. If you'll be in no trouble, come along, you say. The men cautiously join your ranks and prove trustworthy. The hidden watering hole nearby is teamed with animals, and soon your supplies are nicely restocked. Can I make camp? Where are my heroes?